Hey, pre-calc, this is your study guide for your midterm. I know I'm posting it late. Here's the first question. I'm just going to race through this as quickly as I can. You can rewatch it if you need to. This says tires rotating at 12 revolutions a minute. 12 revolutions a minute. And we want our answer to be how many radians a second. Okay, and so we just do some dimensional analysis, or factor label as Mr. Oskin calls it, but he's wrong. There are 2 pi radians in every revolution per rev, and there are, in every minute, there's 60 seconds. And that's going to give us a certain number. So we're going to cancel our minutes with our minutes and our revolutions with our revolutions. And we're going to start multiplying straight across. So we have 12 times 2 pi radians is 24 pi radians. And then 60 seconds. Right? 60 seconds. And then we get 2 pi radians for every 5 seconds, right? And I'm okay with this as an answer. The truth of the matter is we have basically 0.4 pi radians, or pi 0.4 pi radians a second. Number 2, find tangent theta. Well, here's theta. This is 12. This is 5. We want to find tan theta. Well, we don't have the opposite. We need the opposite side because it's opposite over adjacent, right? Tan theta is opposite over adjacent. So we're going to need to find this side. We use the Pythagorean theorem, but we're going to use a version. To find the opposite side, we take the square root of 12 squared plus, minus 5 squared, right? So we take the hypotenuse, we subtract out 5 squared, which is the adjacent side, and we end up with the opposite side being square root of 119. If you don't have a calculator that can do that for you, you're not going to have a very good time on this test. So, this is square root of 119. And so, therefore, the tan of theta is 119, square root of 119 over 5. And that's it. Thanks, bud. Move on to the next question. Get rid of this. Do this. I don't like that color. Looks gross. Let's use something even brighter just to annoy you. Coterminal. What's the coterminal angle? And all that means is this angle shares that same side with of 420, shares the same side with 420, right? By the way, on the study guide, I don't put the right answer on there, so I apologize for that. So here we go. If you have a circle, close enough, there, that's better. You start here, right? And you go around once, that's 360. And then you go a little bit more. Let me get rid of that. go around all the way around is 360. And if you want to go to 420, all you do is go another 60 degrees. So inside it looks like this. When we mark a 420 degree angle, we make sort of a spiral. We go around once and then end up there. That's how we show 420 degrees. Well, we could also do it another way, right? We just said that we added 60 degrees, so the coterminal angle is 60 degrees. Hey, it's there. I didn't think it was on the sheet. Must be something else I made a mistake on, because Lord knows I make a lot of mistakes. The next question is the most drawn out question. I give you all these formulas on the test. A is amplitude, and that is the absolute value of A. Okay. B is helps us with period, so period equals either pi or 2 pi, depending on the function. I think on this it's the tangent. It's period is pi over b. On the test itself, if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 pi over b, or 2 pi. So this is for tan, and this is for sine and cosine. The phase shift, I'm going to just say phase, is C over the absolute value of B. And lastly is the vertical shift. That's just D. All right, so we're going backwards in this question. They give us a period, they give us a phase shift, and they give us a vertical shift. So the easiest thing to put into this function, which is going to end up as, let's use this. It's going to look like tan something x plus or minus, we don't know yet, something. And the easiest thing to put in is the vertical shift, and I give you a vertical shift of -3, so let's go ahead and put in -3. So that's all taken care of. The only thing I need to find right now are B and C. There's no A in a tangent function. We don't care about that. So let's talk about period. So this gives us the answer for the period. So I'm going to say pi over 4 equals, what's our formula? Pi, because we're talking about tan, pi over B. Well, anybody can see this is just a proportion, right? So pi to pi is 4 to 4, so B is 4. How easy was that? Not trying to make this hard on you guys, sorry. All right, so C, or phase shift, is C over B. So, well, absolute value of B, but we're good with that. Let's do this. So we are given a phase shift of 2 pi. 2 pi is our phase shift. That equals C over 4. Right? Absolute value of 4 is still 4. Right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to multiply both sides by 4, and C is equal to 8 pi. Well, if it's 8 pi, then, hey, look at that. I'm all done. Not so tough, right? All right, I'm going to move on. You guys thought you were going to do poorly. Ha, 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 ha. All right. Let's move on. What's next? Architecture. Funny. Funny. And we got a wall here. And we've got a ladder here. And we've got, whoops. And we've got basically a right triangle. Okay, so let me get rid of this. Go back to that. It's there. Okay. So we know this is a right triangle. We know this is 70 degrees. And we're given a hypotenuse of 180 feet. No, not FY. Feet. That's close enough. Sorry about that. They want to know how long the shadow is. Or I want to know how long the shadow is. No. Give me a second. And I'm going to go ahead and multiply or show that the cosine of 70 degrees is equal to my unknown over 180. To solve this, to get x alone, I just multiply both sides by 180. So 180 cos 70 degrees gives me x. It's something around 62, just about 62. All right, and I'm going to stop here, and I'll record the rest momentarily.